one. Hannah is back, but different Hannah. You'll see. Very different to season 1.
Here's everything we know about 13 Reasons Why, Season 2.
It kicks off a few months after season 1. I feel like there's a lot of new story that you're going to learn and a lot from the past, like in a familiar timeline that we already know. Whether that involves Clay and Hannah, I'm not sure.
This season particularly is a lot about recovery, looking at Jessica, looking at the people who are affected, and just going from where we left off in season 1 and not finishing there.
Season 2 is all original content. We're starting from scratch, and you can see some of the other characters develop that were not so developed in season 1 or in the book. You know, you can see more of an ensemble.
As the showrunner, where would you like to see the story go?
You know, Hannah made 13 tapes and told us 13 very specific stories, but there's a lot she didn't tell us, and I want to know more about that. I want to know what her secrets are.
I'm about to tell you the story of my life. More specifically, why my life ended.
It's naturally going to progressively get to more of an emotional place due to the nature of the story we're telling. So I'm sure we're all heading in some dark directions again.
How do you feel like the reaction and the conversation that came from season 1 affected how you guys went into season 2?
That's a really good question. I mean, I definitely, personally, I was conscious of it, but I think at the end of the day, everyone on the show is very committed to telling the story in the most authentic way possible.
The show is taking action following the reaction to season 1 in other ways too, in hopes of helping parents discuss heavy topics with teens. An online viewing guide will be provided, plus each episode will feature a custom intro.
If you ever feel you need someone to talk with, reach out to a parent, a friend, a school counselor, or an adult you trust. Call a local helpline or go to 13reasonswhy.info.
I care so much about this project. My mom and I believe in the message. We hope that people enjoy it.
And Selena Gomez, who executive produces the series with her mom, Mandy Teefey, is even more hands-on in season 2.
She's always checking in. She's always making important decisions, giving important notes. So she's boss. I love her.
What kind of conversations do you hope are generated from this series?
I think that for me, I'm really big on vulnerability. I think people are really scared to be honest with themselves. I want people to know that every single life is valuable, that their voice can be heard, and that there are people who are willing to be there for them.
Perhaps the craziest change, secrecy and security. How crazy is the confidentiality with these scripts then?
It's actually really, funny. This season feels like a very different show, not just because of content, but also just because of, the approaches and precautions that we've had to take.